Hello, everyone. Eid Mubarak to everyone. Hope all of you are doing well. I've watched Rockstar and I'll let you know everything about it that you need to know. And don't worry, there won't be any spoilers. Coming to the plot, the story is about a boy named Arun, whose father is a classical musician played by Tariq Anam Khan, and whose mother is an actress played by Rosie Siddiqui. The film is mainly about Agun's relationship with his parents. The ups and downs of this family is the main highlight of the film. Talking about relationships, Sabila Nur plays the love interest of Shakib Khan, but we'll get into that later. Another important theme of the film is Agun's musical career. Though many might have thought that this film is a journey of a musician and his musical career may just be the main theme of the film, but it is not. It is one of the themes of the film, but definitely not the main theme. I'm really happy and honored to see the great Dilara Zaman as the young Agun's grandmother in the film. Seeing her after so many years, really brings back the old memories. As I've said before, this film has a lot of themes, and the director had no idea which one to focus on. Sometimes it is a family drama, sometimes it is a character study, sometimes a romance, and sometimes a complete mess. This film tries to be a lot of things and ends up being nothing. I also have to mention that the film is heavily inspired by Sandeep Reddy Vanga's Kabir Singh or Arjun Reddy, whatever you may call it. Writing in this film is the weakest part of the film. The film completely fails because of the lackluster writing. There is no depth in it. The characters are one dimensional. There are no shades. You see great actors like Tariq Anam Khan and Rosie Siddiqui, but their characterization here is so poor that they just couldn't pull it off. There is Kazi Sabbir as a great second lead who plays the friend and also the manager of Agun, but the writing is so poor that even his great screen presence couldn't help. There seemed like somewhat of a backstory between Kazi Sabbir and Shakib Khan, but the writing lacked substance, and we got nothing. The relationship between Agun and his parents are written so poorly that everything felt fake. The relationship with his friends here looked like it was written by a 4-year-old. It was cringeworthy in some places, and believe me, I'm not even over exaggerating. Coming to the performances, as I've said before, the poor writing in the film didn't let the great cast reach their full potential. All these great actors with a great script written by a 4-year-old was tough to look at, but still Sabila Nur and Megastar Shakib Khan gave their best. When the romance starts, the chemistry was peak. I really mean it. It was peak. I've never seen this level of chemistry between two leads in a Bangladeshi film in a long, long time. Sabila Nur never looked more beautiful than how she looked here. She looked ethereal. Shakib Khan was always someone with outstanding screen presence, and what he pulled off in this film with Sabila Nur is one for the history books. There is a confrontation scene between Sabila Nur and Shakib Khan in the film. It was so good, and probably the only good thing in the film. Writing in that scene felt real, and it also felt like it was written by someone who was older than a 4-year-old. Apart from these two, all other performances were mostly one dimensional, and there are some that are even worse. Tanzia Zaman Mithila deserves a special mention here. Her performance here is so bad, and her acting is so poor that I felt bad for her scene partner, the megastar Shakib Khan. Megastar Shakib Khan gave this film his all, but the poor script didn't do justice to his acting abilities. For me, his best performance till date will still be Tandop. But in this film, his voice modulation is even better than Tandop. Sabila Noor did a solid job as well, and she never looked more pretty. I'm glad to say we finally have a proper heroine in the Bangladeshi film industry. With back-to-back hits, with great performances, she has proven that she can do any types of roles, and she's here to stay. Coming to the music, in a film about a musician, the album doesn't have a chartbuster song. One would expect at least two chartbuster songs from a film about a musician. Azman Rusho may be a musician in real life, but he doesn't have the music taste of Raihan Rafi or Mehdi Hasan Ridoy. Azman Rusho chose Ahmed Sani and Pantho Kanai for the music of this film. But these two people, do they have a single all-time hit track? Do they have the connect with the listeners? Like what a Pritam Hassan or Arafat Mohsin Nidi would have, you know. I think I think this was the biggest mistake of Azman Rusho. The music is good, but not at the level it required it to be. And that was a big letdown. In terms of technicalities, the use of AI in certain places looked weird, and I feel that the use of AI is turning out to be a norm in Bangladesh. The cinematography was really good, but could have been better. The background score is okay and nothing impressive. The overuse is somewhat misleading in some places. Coming to the direction, Azman Rusho has no idea how to direct a film. He has no idea how to shoot a scene and make it work. He has no idea how long a scene should be or when to cut a scene. He just doesn't know how to do it. Now, credible directors will watch this film and laugh at him. And I don't see any hope or any potential in him as a director. Megastar Shakib Khan has given chances to a lot of newcomer directors, but I think it is about high time he stopped working with these newcomers and go back to the credible directors who stood the test of time. Directors like Shihab Shaheen or Tanim Noor or even Mesbah Rahman Shumon can give him a meaty role with great acting requirements and along with a much needed hit at this moment of his career. I hope he shifts to those directors and stop giving chances to these people who has no idea about cinema. Overall, I'm disappointed. I expected more and got nothing. Megastar Shakib Khan is a great actor, but a great film requires a great script along with a great director. Sadly, Rockstar had none of that. Thanks for watching. That's all for today. Subscribe for the review of Huid and uh, Ponolota Shin. Bye.